Hello, students. This is Teacher Ken. In today's episode of Advanced English for the Bilingual Professional, we will be discussing tag questions. We'll be covering Lesson 25 in our book, English Sentence Structure, Box C, and Exercise 5, on pages 267 and 268. Which correspond to PDF pages 280 and 281. Now, let's get started. As we can see in the examples, both isn't he and is he are tag questions. Negative tag questions follow affirmative statements, as in the first example. Repeat after me. John is here, isn't he? The answer is yes, he is, or no, he isn't. Now, affirmative tag questions follow negative statements, as in the second example. Repeat after me. Mary isn't here, is she? The answers are no, she isn't, or yes, she is. It's very important to remember that tag questions do not change affirmative or negative answers. Yes continues being yes, and no continues being no. The tag question always uses the auxiliary verb from the statement. Let's practice with some additional examples. Repeat after me. You can go, can't you? She hasn't gone, has she? John doesn't have a TV, does he? They have a car, don't they? Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she? Very good. Now, let's read the additional examples on page 268 before moving on to exercise 5. Repeat after me. It's a nice day today, isn't it? Yes, it is. It wasn't very nice yesterday, was it? No, it wasn't. There's going to be a football game tomorrow, isn't there? Yes, there is. There isn't going to be a dance, is there? No, there isn't. It hasn't been very cold this winter, has it? No, it hasn't. It had snowed by this time last winter, hadn't it? Yes, it had. We should study tonight, shouldn't we? Yes, we should. We shouldn't have gone to the party last night, should we? No, we shouldn't. You're going to be home tonight, aren't you? Yes, I am. We must try to practice more, mustn't we? Yes, we must. Argentina is the largest country in South America, isn't it? No, it isn't. All right, very good. In exercise 5, I will give you a statement that will be either affirmative or negative. And I want you to give me the full statement with the appropriate tag question. Remember that an affirmative statement requires a negative tag question and vice versa. Let's begin with the examples from exercise 5. Mr. Smith is from California. Mr. Smith is from California, isn't he? George wasn't in class yesterday. George wasn't in class yesterday, was he? Mr. Smith drives to work. Mr. Smith drives to work, doesn't he? Number 1. John can drive a car. John can drive a car, can't he? Mary speaks Spanish. Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she? John lived in New York last year. John lived in New York last year, didn't he? Mrs. Smith flew to California last week. Mrs. Smith flew to California last week, didn't she? Bob lost his watch. Bob lost his watch, didn't he? Dr. Jones has a lot of patience. Dr. Jones has a lot of patience, doesn't he? Mr. Smith doesn't like beer. Mr. Smith doesn't like beer, does he? Mary was at the party last night. Mary was at the party last night, wasn't she? There's a party tonight. There's a party tonight, isn't there? John won't forget to come. John won't forget to come, will he? We aren't going to stay very late. We aren't going to stay very late, are we? We should use English in class. We should use English in class, shouldn't we? Very good. You can get some extra practice with tag questions in our book, English Structure Practices, on Lesson 25, Exercise 7, pages 332 and 333. PDF pages 658 and 659. Remember to review this structure more than once this week. And until next time, remember that English is easy. You've got me for practice. See you in the next class.